So I'm here to speak to you today about the Lille Winter Program 2025. As I mentioned earlier, the Lille Catholic University and La Salle in Mexico have been long-term partners. We have wonderful short-term programs available for you. I'm going to spend the majority of this presentation, the next 10 minutes or so, speaking about the winter program, keeping in mind we also do offer a summer program, and I'll touch on that later. So we always like to start with a little discussion about the university itself. I'll talk to you a little bit about the city of Lille as well. We'll talk about the programs, and then if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. We are here to give you information. Hopefully you'll join us in Lille once we're done. So the Lille Catholic University was founded in 1875. We'll be celebrating our 150th anniversary next year. We are a large university. We're the largest private university in France with about 40,000 full-time students. Not all of those students are here on our Lille campus, but about 3/4 of them are. So it's a nice urban campus. We're heavily involved in international mobility. So we send abroad a lot of students. We receive a lot of international students every year. So it makes our campus very diverse, very multicultural. There are hundreds of student associations. So if you decide to join us for a short-term program or for a semester or an academic year, you could also look into joining some of our student associations. And the campus itself is located about a 15-minute walk from the historic city center of Lille. So we are right in the heart of things here. The university is what we refer to as a comprehensive or multidisciplinary university. We're made up of 25 different faculties or schools. We offer over 300 different degree programs, which allows us to provide a lot of material for our short-term programs, making sure that we have different topics covered throughout the programs that may be of interest to you. The city of Lille itself. The city of Lille is, of course, in France. We're located on the border of Belgium, but I think its geographic location is perhaps one of the most interesting for international students. We're an hour north of Paris. We're 30 minutes west of Brussels, an hour and a half southeast from London, and you can be in Amsterdam in 2.5 hours. So in under 3 hours, you can reach 4 different major European capitals, all from Lille. And I think what I love most about Lille is that it remains a human-sized city. So it's still a large city. All said and done, the European metropolis in this area is about 2 million people. So it has everything you'd expect from a large city, but it still has a smaller city vibe to it, which I think really provides a nice study life balance. It's also a very young city. So the university city center here welcomes a lot of students every year, and a lot of them tend to stay. What that means is that about 1/3 of the population within Lille is 25 years old or younger. So it's a young, vibrant, and quite honestly, a hip city here in France. So we certainly hope you'll come and check it out. In addition to being a student-oriented city, being well located geographically, there's also plenty of things to do in Lille. There's an opera, national orchestras, theaters, cinemas, professional sports teams, museums, historic sites, plenty of festivals that take place throughout the year. Next year, we'll kick off the Lille 3000 Fiesta Festival, which is the theme. Plenty of events will be unveiled next year in 2025. Moving on to the program itself. So we offer a short-term winter program. It's 18 days in total, including arrival and departure day. There's 4 different courses offered this particular January. You can receive 4 or 8 ECTS credits, depending if you take the morning and afternoon classes. We have over 20 academic and cultural visits planned throughout the program, And it's what we refer to more or less as one of our Lille programs, which are all-inclusive programs. So there's going to be a hospitality package as well as a buddy system implemented where you'll be able to spend time with some of our French students as well. The partner price per student, 2,500 euros, and applications are currently open, and they'll be open through November 15th. Make sure to follow any procedures, though, with the International Office of La Salle, making sure that they have all of your information prior to registering with us. But let's go into the program a bit more. So what's the academic program look like? In the morning, everyone's going to take French language. We offer various levels of French language. Last year, I think we opened 5 different levels of French. So whether you're a beginner, intermediary, or advanced, there's a level of French language for you. In the afternoon, you get a choice of electives. You can choose between Introduction to French Art and Cinema. You can choose a course devoted to all of the world-class museums that are found within the Lille metropolitan area. Or you can take a course on international team building titled Making the Most of Diverse Teams. So 3 different courses that you can take. Each course is worth 4 ECTS credits, totaling 8 ECTS credits if you were to join us in January. There's also a 3-hour module that every student will take, and it's an introduction to intercultural communication. We do that in the beginning of the program, really helps open up I think your senses to the different cultures that you'll experience while you're here in Lille and on campus. Of course, detailed syllabi are available. Visit our website, click on the academic tab, click on the name of the course. You'll see a detailed syllabus outlining the resources, how you'll be graded, what's expected, are there any prerequisites, etc. In addition to the academic program, there's a lot of cultural activities that we offer as well. We like to make sure that the program has a good mix between the academic side, but also a little bit more lighthearted, fun, cultural side as well. So we'll be doing some visits to various markets throughout Lille, plenty of guided tours to make sure that you're familiar with the city and all it has to offer. We organize a number of group dinners. We're going to take you to some of the best museums in the region, and we'll also organize a whole bunch of networking activities so that you'll be able to meet French students and other international students. We organize, as I mentioned before, a buddy program. So each of you will be assigned with a French student who'll be able to share their culture, take you around town, invite you out. Hopefully you'll be able to share your culture with them as well. And so we organize all sorts of different events to help get those exchanges facilitated. In addition to those activities, we also have field trips included. So we'll head out to the medieval city of Bruges. It's often referred to as one of the most beautiful cities in the north of France. It's only an hour or so away from Lille into Belgium. But we'll also head over to Reims, or Reims, which is the capital of the Champagne region. And here we'll tour the very famous cathedral where they've crowned over 30 French kings. And we'll also take the time to visit a champagne cave while we're, of course, in the capital of Champagne. There is one optional field trip as well. So there's an extra charge of 75 euros. And this is a field trip that's based on the World War I that was and still is very pronounced in this area. We're on the former Western Front of the Great War, and so we have a field trip dedicated to that where we'll take you to some different monuments, includes dinner as well, but there is a surcharge for that if you're interested. In terms of the hospitality package, what's included? So the hospitality package is going to include an unlimited transportation card while you're here in Lille. You can use any of the buses, any of the underground systems, any of the tramways. You'll have your student card to the university, which gets you access to all of the university facilities. You will have a meal plan. The meal plan is going to cover lunch and dinner at the university restaurants Monday through Friday. And there's also personalized service. So, of course, we'll pick you up at the train station. We'll check you into your hotel. Housing is also included. I will note, though, that housing is 2 students per hotel room in 2 separate beds. So please keep that in mind. It's double occupancy. There is a detailed orientation session, and we also provide a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week emergency telephone number in the event there's an emergency and you need to get in touch with a team member, or your parents need to get in touch with a team member. Then this number is available for those uses. As I mentioned, the accommodation is included. It's in a hotel very close to campus. We utilize 2 different hotels. The furthest one is a 10-minute walk, so you're very close. And again, it's 2 twin beds per hotel room with a private bathroom. Students from the same university will be in the same hotel, and the hotel does include breakfast. So with that being said, Monday through Friday, every meal is included, in addition to your housing and the other amenities we've discussed. On the weekends, generally you'll be traveling, so we don't provide meals on those particular days. Here's a quick look at the program calendar. You'll see arrival day is scheduled for January 8th, with departure day scheduled for January 25th. We've developed this calendar to include the necessary academic hours to provide you with the European credits that will transfer back to your home university, as well as provide some cultural activities, some free time, and opportunities for you to meet French students as well. So certainly feel free to take a look at the calendar on our website. You can scan the QR code, or you can visit the website directly. I just want to take a quick second and mention we have a wonderful winter program that's going to be approaching us in a few months. But we also do this for the summer, and we offer 2 different sessions in the summer program. There's a much larger course selection in the summer, but it is a bit more expensive, and it's a longer program. So it's 4 weeks as opposed to 2.5 weeks. So just keep in mind, if perhaps you can't join us this January, we do have something that might work for you in June or July. The last thing I wanted to show with you real quick is just the websites. So on the winter program, as I mentioned, you can easily find the registration link. You can also take a look at the course offering, and you'll be able to find the detailed course syllabus that will provide you with additional information on what will be taught, what's the workload, what are the resources, how will you be graded, etc. All sorts of great information available for you on the website. So please don't hesitate to visit us there. At this point in time, I have finished the presentation. So if there's any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask myself or my colleague Louise. Would be happy to answer any questions you may have.